Um, it's great to be on this platform with so many young talented fighters. Um, I can remember um, 23 years ago when I was in that same position. And when you're in this position, you must take advantage of it because opportunities like this comes once in a lifetime. It's not in the, you can't leave it in the hands of your team, can't leave it in the hands of a trainer. You must go out there and give it your all when you fight. No matter how you look when you go out there and perform, whether you beat a guy by outboxing a guy, you beat a guy by counterpunching, you beat a guy by standing toe to toe. The ultimate goal is to become a winner, not just in the ring, but on the outside as well. And that's what we do over at Mayweather Promotions. And there's a couple different subjects I want to touch on just in a boxing game, period. Whereas with me, I want the best for fighters. And if any fighter on this platform can surpass me or break all my records, it's more power to them. I want to see that happen. I don't want to be long gone and a fighter break my record. I want to be here to see these fighters surpass me. I want to see these fighters become great. I want to see these fighters become pay-per-view stars because that's what it's about. And records are made to be broken. I just had a game plan. And the game plan was to take each fight as it came. It wasn't to rush. And when these fighters go out there and they perform, whether you lose or you win, remember, it's all up to you. It's not up to the trainer, it's up to you. For you to go out there and do what you do best. And that's to go out there, perform, and be at your best. I can remember this young man coming to my gym, working hard, believing in himself. And sometimes we do 2 a days because if we don't feel like we got the job done right, the first time we'll come back to shake out the kinks. We strive every day to be perfectionists. Nobody is perfect, but we strive every day to be the best that we can possibly be. This kid works extremely hard, but you can never take anything for granted. I think this fighter is more dangerous than Abner Mares. That's just my honest opinion. But I also think that Abner Mares is a hell of a fighter. And it's all about taking chances and taking risks. One thing we can't do is down Tank, because all he has done was beat the fighters that was put in front of him. Same thing that I done. So we're not here to criticize him. I'm here to uplift him and tell him that I want to see him do good. But I don't just want to see him do good. I want to see every fighter on this pedestal do good. And I'm pretty sure, because Ruiz is a hell of a fighter. He's a tough competitor, former world champion, so he's not a pushover. But Tank like I said before, every time he has came to me, when I say who you want to fight, said it doesn't matter. So he don't pick and choose. So if y'all want to criticize anybody, criticize me, or criticize Leonard Ellaby, or criticize whoever, but don't criticize the fighters. The fighter's job is to go out there and fight and be the best that they can possibly be. And I'll tell Tank this. For years, Tank, they criticized me from the beginning. First, they say the fighters, I was a small man. Then when I was a knockout artist, they said Mayweather's not fighting against nobody. And then when I became an older fighter and my body broke down, I was going the distance, they say, well, Mayweather don't got the knockout power. What you keep doing is going out there and winning. You fight for you and your family and your children. That's what's important. Me, myself, if I don't throw another punch another day in my life, I made smart investments, and that's the ultimate goal for us to help you do. Make smart investments on the outside, because soon, I've been around I've been at the top for 23 years. When I was at the top in the beginning, it was none of these writers. Total different writers. They're going to write good about you, they're going to write bad about you. But the ultimate goal, as long as they write about you. That's the ultimate goal. Ruiz, you're a hell of a fighter, tough competitor. Hell of a fighter. I seen you fight. And good knockout power too. 18 fighters in the first round. But we can't knock you because you only had 20 fights. A hell of a matchup. And that's what we want to see. Leonard, I want to say thank you because a lot of times I'm traveling the world, still making appearances, still making hundreds of millions of dollars while being retired. But it's you every day, either me or you that they're going to criticize. But let's continue to help these fighters grow. We're not the type of company whereas like other promoters, whereas if a fighter is fighting with you and then a fighter leave and go to a whole nother company, then we talk bad about the fighter. We want to continue to put on good fights, put on exciting fights, and see these fighters push their ability far as they can possibly push their ability. This young kid right here, in the back right here, Truck is amazing. Another fighter from Baltimore, and I'm not pretty sure, but I believe deep in my heart he will be world champion too someday. To this team over here to my left, which is Tank Team, Calvin, you've done an amazing job with the kid. You know, only thing I want to do is continue to help, if it's inside the gym or in the backgrounds. I want to continue to help because the ultimate goal is to make this kid a household name and to make him a pay-per-view star. That's just to my team and to my staff, to my Mayweather Promotions team, to my staff. I just want to say thank you guys for working hard, day in and day out. Steven Espinoza, Showtime, Al Heyman, and the Watson family, Courtney, Sam. You guys have worked hard, you know, behind the scenes for years and years, and you guys don't get the credit that you're due. I just want to say thank you to everybody that showed up to the press conference today. And it's all about excitement. It's all about putting on great shows and putting on great fights. Saturday will be another blockbuster, and I'll be there pushing the fighters as far as I could possibly push them. I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to everyone that's behind me. You guys are doing an amazing job, and I'm going to continue to stay in the background and push these guys as far as I could possibly push them. Thank you.